Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today we have Sports News episode 76. So we'll be covering the four major sports. One thing in the MLB plus a few things in college football. Starting off, the NBA trade deadline was last Thursday. So just getting the huge trade out of the way right away. There's a massive blockbuster deal between the Nets and the 76ers. The 76ers got rid of James Harden, who was unhappy there, and the Nets got rid of the 76ers got rid of Ben Simmons, who was unhappy there, and the Nets got rid of James Harden, who was unhappy with Brooklyn. So obviously those are the two notable names for the trade, but the total details: the 76ers received Paul Millsap, as well as James Harden, and the Nets got Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and two future first-round picks. I think this was a massive trade, but who won the trade? The Sixers definitely gave up a lot to give James Harden, and a depth player in Paul Millsap. I think the Nets won the trade. When I first saw this, I didn't really agree with it. I was like, why are the Nets letting go and trading away James Harden? But it makes sense now, especially after taking a further dive into what they're getting back. So they're getting Ben Simmons, who obviously we all know he can't shoot. But he's a good playmaker and defender. They're getting shooting Seth Curry, the brother of Steph Curry, and they're getting center depth Andre Drummond, and two future first-round picks. So the 76ers definitely gave up a lot, but I think the Nets won the trade. However, both teams are definitely improving. But I like the trade for both teams. I like it a little bit more for the Nets. The 76ers, I'd give maybe a B+. Nets, I'd give an A. And we're not going to go through all the trades because that would take forever. But a 4-team trade real quick. It was between the Pistons, Bucks, Kings, and Clippers. So the Pistons received Marvin Bagley. The Bucks got Serge Ibaka and two Pistons second-round picks. The Kings got Josh Jackson, Trey Lyles, and Dante DiVincenzo. And the Clippers received Rodney Hood, and I hope I said this guy's name right, Semi Ojeleye. Hopefully I said his name right. And the last trade, the Wizards get Kristaps Porzingis. So the Wizards got Porzingis and two future picks, second-round picks, and the Mavericks in exchange got Davis Bertans, Spencer Dinwiddie. And Philadelphia 76ers newly acquired guard James Harden is out through the All-Star break and is scheduled to make his 76ers debut February 25th. The NBA reinstated Tyreke Evans. He was out since 2019 for an illegal substance. He's now an unrestricted free agent. The NHL, a few quick things there. The Vegas Golden Knights' Jack Eichel is on track to make a season debut Wednesday against the Colorado Avalanche. The Flames traded for Canadiens forward Tyler Toffoli. More Canadiens things. They fired their head coach and general manager, as they were the worst team in the NHL. Vegas Golden Knights goalie Robin Lehner is being evaluated for an injury. This is a big blow to the Golden Knights because they traded for Marc-Andre Fleury because they didn't need two great goaltenders. And now that Lehner is one of the best goaltenders, so now that he's sidelined, it's a big blow for Vegas. Bruins' Brad Marchand has been suspended 6 games for roughing and high-sticking Penguins goalie Tristan Jarry. He's announced he's going to appeal the suspension. And Rangers' Kaapo Kakko is out at least another month with an upper body injury. The MLB's still in a lockout. And the one quick thing, Nationals longtime first baseman Ryan Zimmerman retires as the Nationals franchise leader in home runs and hits. The NFL, Super Bowl 56 was over the weekend with the Rams defeating the Bengals Super Bowl 56. They defeated them 23-20. So one major takeaway I have from the game, the Bengals need a new offensive line. Aaron Donald made the play of the game as he put a hit on Joe Burrow, allowing Burrow just to sort of fling it towards backup running back Samaje Perine, as the Bengals could not convert on 4th and 1. So a quick question I have about the Bengals: why would they have Samaje Perine in there running on 3rd and 1, and then again having him as split out as a wide receiver on 4th and 1. That doesn't make sense. Have one of the best running backs in the league, Joe Mixon. Why not use him in a potential Super Bowl scenario? Rams wide receiver Cooper Kupp won MVP. Rams Aaron Donald said he could retire because the Rams won the Super Bowl. He said he's going to take some time to think about it. I don't want to see Aaron Donald retire. He's arguably one of the best players in the league. And he's just so disruptive and so fun to watch. Bengals Joe Burrow suffered a knee sprain in the Super Bowl and continued to play through it. The injury will not require surgery. Ravens defensive lineman Calais Campbell has announced he will not retire. However, it is still unknown whether he will be wearing a Ravens uniform or another team's uniform next season. Odell Beckham Jr. suffered an injury in the Super Bowl. It is believed to be a torn ACL, and it's in the same knee he tore his ACL in last season, which is his left knee. Rams defensive back Eric Weddle suffered a torn pec in the Super Bowl. We saw him go down, sort of holding his shoulder area. Apparently, it was his pec. And he came out of retirement to play for the Rams in the playoffs, and he said he's going to retire again. The Vikings have announced they're going to hire Rams offensive coordinator Kevin O'Connell as their new head coach. Some players and coaches are looking at long-term extensions, those players being Matthew Stafford, Zach Taylor, and Derek Carr. Carr is said to be about $40 million a year. The Saints are not expected to trade Michael Thomas. Thomas missed the entire 2021 season with lingering ankle injuries. College football news. 3 quick things. Notre Dame hired Cincinnati Bengals linebacker coach Al Golden as their new defensive coordinator. He's replacing Marcus Freeman, who was promoted to become the new head coach after head coach Brian Kelly left to take the job at LSU. Cincinnati and coach Luke Fickell agreed to an extension through the 2028 season, and Baylor and head coach Dave Aranda agreed to an extension through the 2029 season. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. And I'm not sure what order I'm going to post these in, but I'm going to record another video right after this. And that's going to be, is Matthew Stafford a future Hall of Famer? So make sure to check that video out. Whether it's posted before this video or after this, just make sure to keep an eye out for that. And also, go watch that one. So like, subscribe, comment, and keep an eye out for Is Stafford a Hall of Famer?